Hi everyone, my name is Molly. I am a licensed psychic artist here in the southwest part of the United States. I also am a reconciliation specialist. I do dream interpretation, energy healings. I also read tarot and oracle cards, and I am a life coach. Right now, because I'm new to YouTube, I have great prices. Anything you need to contact me is in the box below. I do appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you guys. I'm going to do the Cancer video for the love energy for the second half of September 2018. I will, at the end of the reading, talk about reconciliations with each individual element a little more in depth than usual. As well, I will start with the Cancer Scorpio combination there for those of you who are Cancers dealing with an ex that is a Scorpio and hoping for reconciliation there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our Cancer love reading. Okay, Cancer, September, the second half of September 2018. Love, let's see how it's looking. Okay. Okay, Cancer. A lot of people cards on the board, you know. I've got, gosh, and a lot of air sign energy. I have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and start there. They're both right side up, so it does indicate that if you are partnered, you are dealing with someone that you're well matched. This is a good couple. Everything's probably very strong between those of you Cancers who are in partnerships. Those of you seeking reconciliation, like I said, we will talk about that a little later. The spread really doesn't speak much to it, to be honest. And those of you single Cancers, I think your person is right around the corner, someone very well matched to you. You may very well be on that Cancer-Gemini cusp. You know, and these videos, they are valid for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I happen to be Cancer in both, Mercury and Venus. I know a lot of readers like to go Venus. I don't want to take it that far. We're just going to do Sun, Moon, and Rising. These may resonate. However, yeah, you may have this Earth sign. You may be on that air cusp with Gemini, or the person coming in for you may very well be. Okay, so those are those. We also have the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so as we start out, I feel like Cancer, there is something that you're running away from. Okay, I think what you're running away from is not getting what you wanted. I have the Queen of Wands reversed. Typically when she's right side up, she gets whatever she wants. The Queen of Wands is awesome. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may not have gotten what you wanted in relation to one of those signs. You may be partnered to one of those signs. They're not giving you what you want, and that's causing you to want to run away from the situation. I would advise you not to do that. You know, running away is not good in most cases. You know, that's our tower, that's our drama. Let's not do that, okay, guys? Let's not purposely get into that drama energy. This is a warning, okay? So I'm doing the video before that second half of September starts. Here's your sign, here's your warning. Let's not run away, let's not cause drama. If you've spoken to your partner already about what it is that you want and they're not able to do that, or they don't want to do that, then, you know, respect that. Either accept it and stick around and be nice, or don't accept it. You know, we're all free to go our own way at any time. That is typically something that we will, you know, evaluate. What's really going on here? With the Six of Pentacles straight up, most likely there is a fair balance of give and take. Okay, so we need to look at both sides of things and see if in fact our partner is correct in not wanting to do this for us. You know, let's try to see the other side of it as well, because it does look like those of you Cancers who are partnered are in a really well-balanced relationship. For those of you who are single and looking, like I said, you're going to have someone who is a really good match for you coming in. Okay, so let's go ahead. I do have messages. We got messages here. Interesting messages, though. I have the Page of Cups reversed. Okay, Page of Cups is about messages of love. But I also have the Page of Pentacles, and he's messages as well. This combination to me would indicate that you're getting messages. So there's open line of communication here with the person you wish to speak to, but they're holding back love. They may be very matter-of-fact about the communication. Those of you who are looking for reconciliation, if you've got an open line of communication with that person, that's awesome. Try not to take it too bad if they're holding back love, because a lot of times when you're in a breakup situation, you kind of don't want to be vulnerable to that person unless you're, you know, you're sure that they're not going to hurt you again. So the fact that they're even communicating with you is big. It actually says something. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to reconcile, but there is some level of interest there. Okay. Those of you partnered, and I'm hearing married for some reason, those of you in very serious relationships is how I'll take it, or just partnered in general, okay? You know, maybe you want to, in the conversation, say something loving, and you might just get that back rather than these dry text messages you've been getting, which I know can be, you know, kind of frustrating. Sometimes you need to be the one to say something sweet. If you're not getting what you want in return after doing that for a little bit, you know, it might be something you want to address, but, you know, and that may very well be, like I was talking about earlier with this running away energy. You're running away because you're not getting what you want. Make sure you've clearly communicated to your partner what it is you want, and if it's even reasonable, what it is you're asking, and not necessarily just the tone of the text messages. I hate text messages anyways, you know, because this sort of confusion can happen, okay? So, and maybe that's why I said marriage, because I do have the marriage card here on the board, the Four of Wands, okay? So, Cancer, I feel like, you know, marriage energy is around you. Could be your friends getting married and they're inspiring you to go find someone to marry as well. You may very well meet someone at a wedding if you are single, and if you are coupled, we may be taking things to the next level, okay? If you guys want to get married, I don't see a problem there. We do have the Magician, okay? So we have a good sexual energy here, and all the elements necessary for making that happen are here. You know, you've got the wand, I'm sorry, not the wand. I guess that, you know, he's just doing his thing, because I see the wand there laying on the table. So you've got all the elements. You've got fire, which is wands. You've got earth, which is pentacles, cups, which is water, and swords, which is air. So the Magician can pull that off. So if you're looking to get married, that looks like a good idea. It looks like we are definitely moving our relationships forward, and in general, Cancers, moving our love lives forward as well. Even for those of you who are single or who are looking for reconciliation, we appear to be moving in a good direction with that, though again, I don't feel the spread really speaks a lot to reconciliation. So just moving in a good direction in general, Cancer, all of you partnered or single, and also a lot of people around, a lot of outside influence. And what I would say to that, because I know Cancers can be very sensitive, you know, if you get some negative feedback, try not to react from that. If you get some positive feedback, same thing. Don't, oh, look at me, you know, and all this positive feedback, and I'm so wonderful. Just, you know, stay grounded. Don't be tossed about by the things that people are saying. I mean, we all have our sensitivities. When you're surrounded by a lot of people, it's like, ah, this one said that, and this one this, and you know, and they've all got these different opinions, and we start going in different directions, and that shakes our foundation and can contribute to those tower moments. So just kind of guard against that right now, Cancer. I'm going to go into the Romance Angel cards before we look at the specific reconciliation energies. And again, specific with you Cancers who are looking to reconcile with the Scorpio. And for those of you who are looking for some of the elements, we're going to talk about that too. Excuse me. All right, so Romance Angel cards, Cancer. I'm actually going to do 2 for those of you who are partnered and 2 for those of you who are single. And just see how that's looking. Okay. Okay, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, kind of like I was talking about at the beginning of the spread. Those of you that are coupled, there is potential for separation here. We appear to have a lack of common meeting ground where you want something, the other person isn't giving it to you, and it's making you want to run away. Or maybe you're nagging them about it and it's making them want to run away. You know, let's not do that. Figure out what you want, state it once, and you know, if your partner can either give it to you, great. If they can't, then you have to decide exactly how important that thing you're asking for is in a partnership, okay? We start to run away and not address things and maybe act passive-aggressively is what I'm getting. You know, then we head towards the tower moment, and we really don't want that, okay? Try, this is a warning, let's try to not head towards that separation, that tower moment. Probably only be a temporary separation anyways, but let's not go there. Wedding, the situation involves marriage. Okay, so consistent with my other cards, you know, I really feel like Cancers, those of you who are not having concerns with your partner, we're moving forward nicely up to and including marriage. If you want to move to the next stage in your relationship, I absolutely feel now is the time that is, we're able to pull that off. We're heading in that direction. Okay, those of you single, I have getting to know each other and honeymoon. Okay, so we're right there on the similar thing. Getting to know each other. As you reveal yourselves to each other, your bond deepens. You are going to come to find out with this new person in your life that you do have a lot in common. Again, I think it may very well be someone born on that Gemini, Cancer cusp, and maybe just another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're going to find out that you and that new person have a lot in common as you begin to open up and really get to know each other, okay? So you're coming together rather than the potential separation for some of the Cancers, you know, like I said, that we can avoid coming apart. We do have honeymoon energy as well. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So those of you who are single, you may very well meet someone while you are on a trip. Like I was saying, you may meet someone at a wedding. You may have, as you get to know your person, find out that you both like to travel, and then you will travel together and have a nice, nice memory made there, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the reconciliation stuff, okay? First, we're going to do our special little spread for Cancers that are looking for the reconciliation with a Scorpio. Okay, so let's check that out. I'm going to go ahead and use the Gilded Tarot. I've been switching to that when I do the energy between my main sign and the specific elements. So I kind of want to stick to that pattern. Please let me know in the comments if that's challenging. Maybe you can't see the cards as well because they are quite a bit smaller, okay? So thank you guys. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I very much appreciate it. Appreciate you watching my videos. And I hope that some of you will want to go ahead and get a private reading with me so that we can get more specific, since of course our messages can't resonate for everyone. But we do try. Okay, so those of you Cancers looking to reconcile with a Scorpio, the second half of September 2018, what's that energy looking like for those Cancers looking to reconcile with a Scorpio? You know, a little challenging there. All right, I'm going to do 5 cards for that. I've got the Lovers. I've got the Moon. I've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Fool reversed. Okay, makes good sense to me. We've got 4 majors on the board, okay? I'm going to actually start with my minor card, my Seven of Pentacles. Those of you, Cancers, who are looking to reconcile with a Scorpio, be patient, okay? This has an energy to it that it seems like forever. Sometimes when we have a breakup, even if it was just yesterday, it's like forever time. We're thinking, oh, when are they going to call? When are they going to ask to see me? What's going to happen? When can I call them? Slow down. If you're on that emotional roller coaster that we tend to have after a breakup, don't do anything. Okay? You don't want your partner to see you in that state. You want to kind of chill out and be patient. Okay, patience. The Lovers, absolutely what we want to see here in the spread. Okay, when there's a lot of love between people, you know, you pull cards like the Lovers. You pull the cards with the Cups. Cups are the love, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Those are the water sign elements. And again, we're speaking to Cancers who want to reconcile with Scorpios. But anyways, the Lovers is a very good indication that there is still a lot of love here. And we need that because we need to get on the same page where we're both going to want the reconciliation, or it just isn't going to happen. Okay? That there's a decision-making energy as well to the Lovers. Okay? Yeah, we've got to make that decision. Each of us does. Do I want him back? Do I want her back? And we've got to agree. We've got the Moon as well. Okay, Moon. You know, this just talks about confusion, which is pretty normal after any breakup, okay? It's also a timing card. I'm reading it as a timing card here. 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. As we're speaking to the second half of September, that certainly covers the 1 week, 2 week period. Be patient. Something may be coming in during this period, okay? May take 4 weeks. So let's see what happens. Let's be observers and see what happens, Cancer, with our Scorpio over the next 4 weeks. We're going to be patient, remember? I do have the Wheel of Fortune that reversed. That's an energy that's leaving. I know personally in my own life, years and years ago, I had a breakup, and I remember I used to pull this card all the time. And so I always take this when it's reversed like that as the universe pulling you apart, okay? Certainly we all have some responsibility in a breakup. You know, you did something, I don't want to say wrong, but you did something your partner might not have liked, and they did something, you know, that you didn't like. Many things, usually. You know, and then universe sometimes does help couples out and sometimes pull them apart. There's an indication here that universe was also figuring in to this split. But you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, what comes up must go down, and vice versa. So that bad luck, for lack of a better word, is leaving, which means good luck can come in. I'm specifically getting around the 21st of this month. It's a little more than 1 week from now with the timing card. Like the 20th is about 1 week from now. So good energy starting to come in as little as 1 week from now, guys. And the Fool. Okay, so another caution. The Fool reversed. Look before you leap. Okay? We're going to be patient, like we talked about, Cancers, waiting for a Scorpio to come back. You know, we want to see what their intentions are. A lot of times in breakups, ego figures in a lot. And, well, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, okay, so triggered. That's going to be my word here, triggered. Okay? People get triggered, and the other way around. People are so happy, usually the one who was left, so happy to hear from the other person. They just leap into something, they jump into something. This is a caution, this is a warning, along with the Patience card. There's a reason you broke up. Don't just jump right back in. If that person did some things wrong, quote unquote wrong, we need to address those things and make sure those things are resolved so we don't just go through the whole thing again. Make them earn their way back in if there was something really bad, okay? As far as the actual reconciliation, I think it looks good for those of you waiting for a Scorpio, okay? Patience is your key word here. And I would rather you don't do anything. You know, I'd rather you just sit there instead of just jumping into something. Take your time. If you don't know what to do, sit still. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and use the Gilded Tarot for the other water signs, the other Cancers that are looking for reconciliation with another Cancer or Pisces, and then I'll get into the other elements, okay? Let me go ahead. Sorry about my allergies, guys. All right. Let's see what's going on for those of you Cancers looking to reconcile with either another Cancer or Pisces right now, okay? See how that's looking? You know, it looks decent. It's a similar energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. By nature, he moves slow. Like I'm saying, patience and stuff. He moves slow. He's careful. Sometimes after a breakup, we are going to be careful in dealing with that person. That person hurt us. So, you know, we might be a little more guarded towards them than maybe somebody brand new. It just depends. Depends. But this is a slow energy. It's good. It's good to move slow. The other water signs, it looks like that advice will be taken. I'm going to move slow with this person, okay? And there is movement, okay? You've got the Four of Swords reversed. I also take this as timing within 4 weeks or 4 months. I know I really am getting the 4 weeks here. I know we're reading the second half of September, so there's probably some movement leading to about 4 weeks from now an actual sitting down across from each other. I think it's looking really good for water sign reconciliations all across the board. However, here's your caution. I've got the Hermit reversed. Okay, so chances are the partner you're waiting on, the one you're hoping will come back, they haven't learned anything. Okay, they refuse to listen to wisdom. They haven't really went to see or thought about what was wrong. They're just like, oh, I think I'm done playing around now. I want to come back. Is the energy to this. Okay, definitely reconciliation card, the Hermit reversed. However, reversed, as far as the reconciliation sticking, there's a block because they haven't worked on their side of the street. So be warned and move slow. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Cancers, second half of September, reconciliation with an Earth sign. Okay, if you were involved with a Taurus, Cancer, I'm sorry, the Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and you're hoping that they may come back, let's see how that energy is looking right now. That also looks good. I'm pretty positive here, Cancer, for our reconciliations. That person wants to hold on to you. We've got the Four of Pentacles. A lot of times this talks about possessiveness as well. Make sure that either you or your partner was not overly possessive. That's a funky energy. I'm picking that up with Capricorn for some reason. No reason for all that possessiveness, but yes, they do want to hold on to you. So that's good. And I also have that patience card, that Seven of Pentacles reversed. Be patient. They're probably moving slow. They are an Earth sign after all. And these are the Earth sign cards, the Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles as well as the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Usually slow moving people, which is awesome. I like that. I love that quality about the Earth signs. And we do have Two of Swords reversed, which is a movement card. You know what? Be grateful for the slow movement. They're moving in your direction. So it looks good with Earth signs as well. Let's go ahead and look for fire. Those of you water signs those of you Cancers hoping to reconcile with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see how it's looking. I just did the Aries video, and honestly, I don't remember what I said for water signs. I know that water signs in general, through my videos, looked really good for reconciliation, and we're consistent here with what we're pulling in regards to that. So let's go ahead and look at, with fire signs specifically. The fire signs in general in my videos were more resistant to reconciliation. So let's see about specifically Cancer sign with those fire signs for right now's energy for reconciliation. I'll do one from each pile. Okay. Even that's looking good. Okay. You guys have the Ace of Wands. It's very sexual energy to this card, so I would consider your fire sign's motive, Cancer. They may not have the purest motives, you know, but it's still a positive, new beginning, okay? Sometimes this also indicates that you work with the person. Be extra careful if that's the case. That could always be uncomfortable. You're in a good position with the person. I'm almost picking up that you guys had a really good sex life with your fire sign partner. So, good. A lot of times, you know, we make it complicated. Oh, this and that. And, people just want the sex back sometimes if it was good. As sad as that is, you know, because I know we want all the love and the romance and the thing. A lot of times that is a very big motivator in why you want that particular ex back. And I'm just speaking in general. With the fire signs, you're in a good position, Cancers, if you want to reconcile with any fire sign. I do have the Knight of Cups reversed. He comes in looking for love. Love, not sex. But a lot of times when he's reversed, he doesn't stay because he doesn't really want to offer the love. So, you know, we want to be in a position for them to come back to us. And you are in that position. But check those motives 110 times. Move slow. If you move slow, the motives are going to be revealed. So I'm going to tell you guys to be cautious. I think that's good advice across the board in reconciliations. Always be cautious. See what's going on. But it's a yes with fire signs as well. Meaning they're coming back in. Where we take that and what we allow is going to affect if there's an actual reconciliation that really sticks. Okay, so be real careful with the fire signs, guys. And air signs, Cancers, those of you hoping to reconcile with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I will say, and I don't know why I'm thinking Gemini, you know, just from the King and Queen of Swords that we had in the spread, that's probably feeling pretty good. You know, of course, we also want to look at Libra and Aquarius. And those two cards, the King and Queen of Swords, can refer to any of the three. I don't know why I was getting Gemini there. Probably I like the Gemini Cancer combination. I think it's a nice combination. I've always done well with Cancers as a Gemini person with a lot of Cancer in my chart. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with those of you who are hoping to reconcile with an air sign. No. I don't want to say no. At this time, the second half of September 2018, it's a no. Air signs would be the most difficult for you Cancers to reconcile with. I'm sorry about that if you had your mind or your heart set on an air sign. You do have the Five of Swords reversed. When it's reversed, there was a lot of meanness in the situation. And come to look, you also have another five, which is the Five of Wands we'll speak to in a minute. Actually, I'll save that for last because that applies to any reconciliation. I love that card. The Five of Swords, they're letting you in a little bit. They probably weren't that nice to you. They probably spoke very harshly to you. And in addition, I have the King of Pentacles reversed. That's a greedy person. When someone's greedy in a relationship, usually it's very one-sided. It all revolves around them. And if they're speaking meanly to you on top of that, you really need to make sure, how we don't want those things in our life. You know, so we really need to look at that and take that into consideration if and when we hear from them. And they better be nice when we hear from them too. There is an indication of hearing from them and from them showing up. So the door is open there, but I don't know that you want to open it to this person. You also have the Five of Wands. In any reconciliation, any relationship really, we just need to find common meeting ground. The Five of Wands can be challenging, can be fighting because we're all coming from different perspectives. I think just sometimes, you know, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. It's hard to understand each other if you guys are in that sort of a relationship or looking for reconciliation with an opposite sex partner. And it can apply, of course, for same-sex partners too. Maybe we just come from different parts of the country, different cultures, whatever it is. It's hard to understand each other. Sometimes it is hard for air and water to understand each other. That makes sense in and of itself. But bottom line, in all reconciliations, we need to find common meeting ground. I think with these three cards, there is an energy that you can find common meeting ground with your air sign. I think it's going to take time. I think it's going to be difficult, and ultimately maybe not worth it. You may not want to do that. Okay, guys? So that's what I have for Cancers. I'm going to go ahead and finish with the healing card, and then I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching my video and liking, sharing, and subscribing. I hope that was really helpful for those of you watching. I appreciate everything, the watches, the likes, shares, subscribes, etc. I hope that some of you will want to purchase reconciliation coaching with me. I am a reconciliation specialist, and I hope that you guys just want some readings too. But however that goes, thank you for all your support and everything. I'm really happy to be here and have you guys watching. Thank you. Cancer, let the beauty you love be what you do. And I've pulled this for someone. Maybe it was you guys at the beginning of the month, but that's okay. We often blind ourselves to beauty precisely because it inspires us to go beyond ourselves. Today, find only beauty, especially when your first instinct is to be critical of someone, something, or some opportunity. Yeah, when you find yourself tending to be crabby or critical of someone, or try to find the beauty in the situation, Cancer. Thanks for watching my video.